Messing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with.
What's going on, guys? This is Totally Blitzed podcast, and today technically we're still at the kickback. It might not be Monday, but we're coming at you on a Tuesday when this shit comes out.
Well, hey, Paul, tell them why we ain't coming back. Why we ain't coming back with this morning?
I said it technically is Monday still.
We're recording Monday per usual, but y'all won't see this till Tuesday. But the reason why, man, I was out drinking my sorrows away because the Heat didn't win Game 7. I got fucked up. Jerry was there, and got home, and I thought I'd be okay. And all of a sudden, I woke up, and boy, one too many of them New Amsterdam sips. You know what I'm saying? And
I never got my shots. Now to think about it, I definitely didn't get no shots of it.
We never went back to the car. You met us at the table.
Nah, you're right.
But yeah, no, I was dead because we usually record these bad boys early in the morning. So come early, I was done out of there. So switching it up a little bit today.
We night owls now.
And I'm definitely not gonna lie. I've been at a pool party because today was Oreo Day. I don't even know what the fuck the holiday is. All I know is I was at a pool party. There was chicken, there was hamburgers, and there was a lot of jungle juice. And I had a lot of jungle juice.
Yeah, jungle juice will do something now.
It was interesting because I feel like there was a good ratio of bitches and niggas, but I've never seen a 50-50 split before. There was a legit 50-50 split each.
Good ratio.
That's rare.
I'm a firm 2-to-1 type of nigga. I like 2 bitches, 1 nigga, but that's me though.
That's a perfect world.
I know. Wish I was in that one.
That's how I operate, but you know what I'm saying? Not everybody can do that.
I'm not him.
It's okay. As long as everybody knows that I'm him.
He is him.
I'm happy for you.
You know, actually, that's a good topic to start off with. So tell me how pronouns, everywhere, the more and more I'm peeping shit, the more and more people are stating their pronouns. And I understand progressiveness. I want to see change in the world. So hey, shout out to any progressiveness, but people are really coming in. My pronouns is he and him. My name is pronoun. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And I'm just sitting here my pronoun is I'm him. I'm him. I'm keeping it moving. I'm not against. I want to say that I like it immediately because I don't know if that's something that I don't understand what that adds to the conversation yet. I still need somebody to kind of just give me the wisdom to the shit.
The crash course on it.
Yeah, but me personally, I just want to see change in the world. So if I did have to go into a room where I see motherfucking people are like, hey, my pronouns are he and her. I just don't know what am I gonna do if somebody says that a male says their pronouns is she and her. I might look like, oh, okay, cool.
It's coming. It's coming.
No, it's probably already here. I'm just not in those rooms yet.
Oh, you want to know, son? When we went to LA, I think I remember telling you it was the bathrooms. It had the male and it had the female.
It was at the airport.
Yeah, it was at the airport. Oh, what did it say?
It was an all gender. It was a unisex. It was a multi-gender. It was a gender neutral bathroom.
Yeah. I was debating about going in and see what was going on. I just want to.
Peace out.
I want the people see what they using.
This nigga funny.
What are they using to release?
That's funny as fuck. But nah, it's some real shit though. I feel like that shit's good. I don't know. I don't understand it fully, but I feel like if you choose not to I won't say look into it, but not to understand that the world is making it easier for people that felt like they were kind of pushed to the side and ostracized. You kind of got to get used to it. But it's interesting to see that shit. Because think about how we grew up. We grew up, there are not too many individuals, homosexuals around. We probably never even said the word homosexual until 2021. What was the word? Faggot. So motherfucking we can't so it's interesting to see the world, the dynamics and stuff. And I'm all for it because I think the world needs change. But the word is
100%. Me personally, if one side is usually the older racist America who's on the like the opposition. I don't want to be on that side. Like if that's the side that's against the change, I'm good. Like I don't want to be on that side. I'm all pro change, progressive, everything. Hey, bro, it ain't affecting me. You do you. We all live. We all gotta enjoy our world while we're here.
So before we let Jared give his reasoning for it, don't forget his opinion and discretion is not something that goes with their art style. So go, and we do not. Everything, what's it called? The views of a particular person may not be the views of this podcast. But continue.
I wasn't even gonna say now. I was just gonna let y'all.
No, you better talk your shit.
I got nothing against it, you know what I'm saying? All for a change and everything. I hate when you put it in a nigga's face though. That's one thing I don't like. Don't put it in a nigga's face. You know what I'm saying? We letting you have your time. We letting you get your little mojo going. You know what I mean? But don't put it in a nigga's face. That's all I mean. But I got nothing against it.
Just respect me. I'll respect you.
Exactly. You ain't gonna. I am a they. Yeah, okay. My fault.
I'm just a firm believer in. I'm a firm believer in everybody deserves a fair crack at life, no matter how you feel about it. So like, do what you do, man. Do whatever makes you happy. You know what I'm saying? But like Jerry says, I feel like we're at a point in time you can't run from it. Like my math teacher is homosexual. Like you could tell because he wears nothing but pink stuff. But you kind of just did it, huh?
That makes him gay. Wear pink.
I mean, if you wore the same fits as him, Jerry, I would think you were gay. Like that's a fact. But like but there's nothing wrong with that. He's my math teacher. He's giving great I gotta check. Well, let me check the homework first. Let me check to see what he just put the grades in for the homework for the last 3 weeks. But like, what you gonna do about that? Change your class because you're uncomfortable? That's a you problem.
Some motherfuckers will too.
That's a you problem. I feel like that's a you problem.
Right. That's something you gotta deal with. But
yeah, that's something you gotta deal with because like the world's still gonna work. Like let me get like the world's still gonna continue. So like you gotta keep it. But that's low-key a nice segue. That was low-key a good start. Like,
is that a new Gators hat?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Got to.
That one looks. I don't think I've seen that one off the shelves yet.
I bought it with my last paycheck from working for Crackers. You feel me? But this was what was funny to me. This is my first time wearing this shit. Maybe second time. I wore it one time when I had a lot of hair. But like, there was somebody wearing my exact same hat, and I was upset.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, like you don't live in Gainesville.
My niggas gotta wear my hat.
Shoot too, though.
I don't be wearing their hats. My niggas gotta wear my hat.
Y'all all got the same Gator hat.
It ain't no different logo.
It's the same thing.
They come in blue and they come in orange.
I got mine online. Where they got their shit at?
Walmart. In the Gator section.
Yeah,
massive Gator section.
Massive Gator section. You could have just went to Walmart too.
And Walmart be taxing anything Gators. You would think Gator shit is cheaper in Gainesville. No, them niggas be taxing because they know you want that shit.
Hell yeah.
What other team you gonna root for, motherfucker?
It's all you got. We is all you got.
Hey, that's
real quick. All right, so this conversation came up yesterday, and I think I remember Jerry's take. But Kev, your fresh ears on the subject. Do you consider NASCAR a sport?
Yes. Because you can die doing that shit.
Okay.
So that's definitely a new take that wasn't brought to the table yesterday. Jerry, what was yours again?
Yeah, it's a sport.
Oh, you was pro? I thought you was saying it wasn't a sport.
Oh, that shit take work, strategy.
Bro,
you doing that bitch for like 3 hours, 2 hours, maybe just. And I mean, you got to stay consistent. You make some moves. You know, it's not easy. So I ain't.
People were saying that they could go to NASCAR tomorrow and place. And I know that Jerry was on my side because I was like, you would come dead last, and Jerry said you wouldn't even finish. You wouldn't even.
Half the niggas never even ran a red light before. Like what?
A lot of disrespect. I don't think it's like. It's not my favorite sport. I was also probably at a time when I was younger, more naive, everything, more just like brash. I was like, no, fuck NASCAR, not a sport. But no, bro, like Them boys really do be training. Ain't no random Joe just
Yeah.
coming up out of fucking nowhere and just hopping on. Y'all saw when they took the girl Danica Patrick who won so many races on her thing. She came dead last so many times, and like she eventually like segued out of fucking NASCAR because she wasn't winning the way that people like. You think you could just go in there out and like it's almost like anything. I can't think of another sport like golf. I'm good at top golf, but don't think I can ever place into a fucking anything, even a regional circuit.
Oh yeah, that's real. But it's a better place. You ever see the slap fight? I think there was the slap fight videos on Twitter and Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
So like the championships just happened recently. Is that a sport?
The ones you're talking about where they're standing there and the smack.
They put the earplug in and they put the baby powder on their hands, the flour, whatever it is.
No.
They size you up like this. They get to.
No, that's just pure stupidity.
It's not a sport until they implement weight classes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
If there's weight classes
What the
now,
hand?
because
You gonna weigh the
just
hand?
because someone who's like someone my size and our sizes, you see the people who are doing these smack contests, they are like built in a Russian lab. Like they are the most brawling
fuckers.
And some of them aren't just all muscle. They're that big belly with all muscle. Like, you know, they can lift a lot because they also eat it like lineman type big. And like, I'm not winning against that. Like, but like if I sign up to do that, that might be my opponent. So until there's weight limits and weight classes, it's not a sport, bro. That's just the bigger and stronger man's gonna win no matter what.
See, like here's my thing, right? I thought it was just a quarantine thing because quarantine had me watching all types of crazy shit. I was watching chess at one point. And chess is a sport, but
Bobby Fischer.
I had a manager at the time when I got back to working. I had a manager at the time who was doing professional arm wrestling, and I was like, arm wrestling is a sport, and then he was breaking it down to me, and I was like, maybe that slapping shit's a sport too, but it's just a new sport.
Wow, so we just throwing that. So
we
gotta redefine sport. So in 2022, we gotta redefine sport, huh?
Wait till somebody finds them. Wait till somebody donates $1 million to a winner, and I promise you that shouldn't be a sport because everybody's lining up for that million.
Exactly, but
I personally consider esports sports. So like that's I think is the beginning of the fine line that was starting to be implemented on these. Are they sports? That I think that's like the first one I started getting that question. But hey, like you said, how like motherfuckers getting $20 million to win a fucking 2K contest, Madden, like they getting paid like athletes. They get endorsements like athletes.
If I got a signature shoe, that's just a sport.
That boy Ninja.
But I'm not saying the people that do that are athletes.
I agree. I can agree with you on that. I can say you're do a sport, but you are not yourself an athlete.
You participate in a sport because ultimate frisbee is a sport. But like, did you train for that, or did you just go practice with your homies for a little bit?
We got to redefine sport in 2022. That's all I gotta say. We gotta switch it up because this is ridiculous.
For context,
ridiculous.
Jerry ran track, and track is definitely a sport. That shit's at the Olympics, but that's no question. But Jerry was an athlete himself, so he's not just talking shit.
I'm just saying, it's just the slapping one. That's what got me just like.
Oh, speaking of track, now that I think about it, you guys peep. Shout out to the Iowa track team. They're 4x1 100. The 4x1 relay just made it qualify for the national championship. And LaSarah Hargrove, I think she qualified for that one and 2 other events to go to the national championships.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Kofi's story. I got to keep up with my president. You feel me? Can't wait for that boy. I can't wait for that boy to run. He's gonna be the first nurse president. It's gonna be beautiful.
Damn, two black presidents.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling him to run every time I see him. Like, so you running this year or not? Let me know. I gotta donate to the campaign.
2 black presidents, and anything's a sport now. So that's what America.
Well, we didn't say anything.
Mostly, not anything, but we finna have. Is dog racing a sport?
Is poker a sport?
Y'all tell me.
That might fall into. I'm not sure.
They played on ESPN, so
I must say, it might be like chess
whatever.
because it's not just who has the better hand. There is a lot of strategies and shit. Like it's like just like chess. Like it's more than just move my pieces around.
I think the only thing will make somebody say no because you're like gambling, but
You getting paid.
Getting paid.
I like it.
Those are fine lines.
But
Those
hey,
are all
that was
fine lines.
hey, but I'm not gonna lie, that was me BSing because we gotta talk about this shit. And I really don't want to talk about this shit. But our Miami Heat team finished their 2022 season Sunday night.
It was a good season.
They were 4 points away. 5 points would have won them the game. But they played and they finished their season as Eastern Conference runner-ups. And from the Heat culture, we're a big championship culture. We believe in championships. Kyle Lowry said in the press conference, "This is not a championship season. It's a waste of a season." And I can understand that mindset after getting swept by LeBron so many times. So I'm gonna give it before me and Paul talk our shit. We give it to that motherfucker Jerry. You gotta allow the naysayers to talk. So how did you feel about the series?
Well.
All right, that's enough. All right, Paul.
Thank you for your take.
We appreciate you, Jerry.
Go ahead and get out of here.
That was very heartfelt. How did you feel about the series, Paul?
Wow. Find me a sport to do.
No, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, Jerry. I'll let you go first, just because
damn.
Just because you weren't you didn't say much at the table. You weren't talking or saying shit or anything, like talking bad or nothing.
I was because I ain't have a team to pick. I was like,
don't let him tell you that nigga.
Celtics. I knew it was gonna be a good series. That's what I said. I said it's either gonna come down to Game 6 or Game 7.
Hey,
and
Paul,
knowing what the Celtics did with Giannis in the last series, I was like, okay, them boys are fishing. They got a fisher offense going against the Heat.
America, don't let Jerry fool you. That nigga, when we got blown out, that nigga definitely called me, and I knew he was calling me for one thing and one thing only.
When I call you?
When we got blown out.
That was a few times.
It was only once. Stop that.
Against Celtics?
Yeah, it was only once. We got blown out.
And y'all blew them out. The second game, first game, y'all blew them out. Second game, I'm thinking, okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, blow up. No, I didn't call you, but no, I wasn't calling about that.
See, my phone broken, but I can pull up the call log. I was like, I'm not listening to this nigga.
You don't got valid information. But I knew it was gonna be a good season. That's all I was like. I was like, it's gonna be entertaining. I knew it was gonna be better than the Warriors and Mavericks, because the Warriors, they got their shit together. You know what I mean? And then it's two tough teams, Celtics versus Heat. So I didn't pick nobody, to be honest, but I just wanted a good series, and it was. You know what I mean?
That's what you got.
That's all I wanted. Talk about your homeboy Jimmy Butler, but we can get in that.
What you got to say about my nigga Jimmy? What you got to say?
Listen.
Tread lightly, bro.
Listen, this how it went. So if he would have made that shot, we wouldn't even be talking about this. Nobody would be talking about the shot. But just for the lone fact that he missed it, we have to talk about the shot.
The shot, like I said, it wasn't. There's multiple sides that are going to argue different things. There's going to be one side that's going to say, I'm happy with that shot because I want Jimmy Butler, my star player, my best player on my team, who's had 40-point games, multiple throughout this playoffs run, to take that final shot. And if he didn't take that final shot, why is Jimmy not taking the final shot? And then if Boston, like, he had an open shot, is he the best shooter? No. Maybe he was feeling it, like, not like he had a bad game.
He made a couple before.
Yeah, he made a few. I mean, there's also the questionable out of bounds Matt Strus bullshit that, I mean, it wasn't even reviewed. I don't even know what happened. Like, it's a little blurry, but that right there was some bullshit that wiped away 3 points. And that 3 points is big because it wasn't even like a 5-point game. Free throws at the end of the game start making the lead bigger. But, like, it was really right there, 2-3 points, all right before that fucking missed shot. Then we had a foul. I'll live with it, though. I'm not too upset with it, because if it would have went in, because he's made some big ass shots, they're like fucking covered, contested, corner threes with the buzzer going off with 2 people in his face, like, and that was an open transition 3. He just missed it.
If you like it, I love it. I would have took that shot. Me, I'm taking that shot if I'm Jimmy Butler. Buckets for 2 reasons. 1, we need this lead. We don't want to go into overtime. He's played 48 fucking minutes. He's tired. We make no excuses, so we're not even going to think about injuries. Never is coming out of my mouth that we had injuries, but we did. So I love that shot because it made sense. And then I also like that shot because, like, it was a volume shot. He felt it. He wanted to win. And there's some things that could have been done differently. Maybe we didn't want to see the Celtics set defense, so he saw the opening and took it, especially since he was going for the win. And he trusted our defense to get one more stop, which we did the possession before. Maybe Eric Spoelstra could have called a timeout and called a play that there's nothing that the Celtic could have done. By the way, Jimmy was doing well from Struss, who became one of my favorite players in the league after watching him play last night, especially late in the 4th. Because we could talk about Jimmy's shot, but nobody's going to talk about his shot to get us within 2. And then the fact that he stayed up on Jason Tatum, even though that's the massive matchup Jason Tatum wanted. But that shot, Jimmy's shot, it happens. I think it was a very bold shot. I think you have to have the balls in the world to take that shot. And I'm glad that my star player has those balls. You feel me? Somebody has to take it. And I wouldn't have won it any other way. Get that dub. You feel me? But my thing is, I feel like the Celtics were just a tough ass fucking team. Like, fuck Boston, but damn, the Celtics, bro.
They've been fighting.
I think
Happy.
they're extremely well coached by Ike Amui, whatever you say his name is, Mr. Megan Good's husband.
Neil Long.
Neil Long, is it Megan? Yeah, Neil Long. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I be getting my bad bitches.
You get your bad bitches mixed up.
It's only fitting that the first ever Larry Bird, like the Eastern Conference Most Valuable Player award, whatever, goes to Jason Tatum, the very first one named after Larry Bird, and the MVP of the series goes to the Celtic, not only a Celtic, but a small forward Celtic. Like, I don't know. You can't make that shit up. Like, that's just crazy.
Jason Tatum is a hell of a player. I hope he plays like this next year, because then him and Jimmy are probably, I think, should be in the top 2 for MVP. If they play like they did the series next season, I hope everybody stayed. And they did it. They had injuries on their side too. They stayed strong. Marcus Smart knocked down his free throws. So I got nothing but respect for that Celtics team. And like, they're tough. And like, I think the Heat and the Celtics were the best matchup for the Warriors throughout the entire playoffs. So being able to see them go against each other is going to be nice. But did you see that? Remember that picture of the motherfucker that got in Boston Celtics 2022 NBA champions?
I don't remember that one, but I believe it.
That's bold.
He got it. And look, they're there now. So we'll see. We'll see how they can play. But how do you guys like that matchup, Celtics Warriors? That's kind of dangerous. Those are 2 really good teams.
Yeah, that never came out my mouth. I never imagined that being the final appearance, Warriors versus Celtics. Yeah, that never was coming out my mouth. But I say Warriors could win the finals, but I can see Celtics taking it to Game 7 again. That's my take.
I think I'm all for it. Just like the year before, it was the Suns and the Bucks, and who knows what the next year is going to be. But just like, neither one is your super team. Neither, like, these are real deal teams, great coaches, great role players, a whole depth. Like, when the second unit comes on, they're fucking already doing something. Even the rookie on the Celtics is cooking, and I know he's not a rookie, but Jordan Poole, like, he's been the fucking cooking it for them. Like, they're deep, they're talented, great coaching. That's the type of basketball I like to see. Like, when it comes down to like the final, like, this is the best teams right now. Like, they really did that. Like, the Warriors made it more of an easier run to the finals, the way that they're beating teams in like 6 and 5 and stuff. Celtics was really going to war, taking on the Bucks, taking on us. So
Taking on the fucking Nets first round.
Nets, yeah. And like a lot of people had the Nets as the favorite and stuff, and like
Gone first round. Gone first
yeah,
round.
like they did like I said it last night. Like if they beat us, I tip my cap to them because it's not like, oh, you signed this team, like this player on your team's so overpowered. Like, no, you have like tip my cap. Y'all did it. Go give the Warriors hell. I want to see what happens.
I said Jason Tatum definitely deserves it, man. They definitely deserve to be here. What year they drafted him? 2018?
Same with Lonzo Ball.
He went to the finals first year.
I'm saying he had promises to beginning, and he definitely showed like this playoffs that he will be like one of the greats. And nigga definitely can play basketball. So it's good to see him out there though.
I like it.
On to like shit, since we're talking about sports, Javante Davis, that boy Tank, knocked that boy Rolly out. Got him a 6th round. I wish Jerry would have came. Jerry didn't pop out, but I was with Gabe, and we went to the bar and watched it, bro. And they the whole time I had a knockout run. If Tank was a knockout in the first 6 rounds plus 150, and they was just rapping like, oh, there's only a minute left in the 6th round. They ain't throwing much. They ain't doing nothing. Only 30 seconds left. Yeah, dropped him. And then I was just praying at that moment the ref called the fight. Like, cause at that moment, I was like, if the ref lets him go, this round's over.
Listen, we knew that was gonna happen. It wasn't like we just not surprising.
Did you watch it, Jerry? Because I know you didn't pop out, but I know you knew it was happening.
Seeing the clip and everything, Twitter and everything, and did a little bit of research.
619.
You know what I mean? But somebody was saying that Javante Davis don't have no like real fights under his belt. Like he ain't fought nobody like for real. I mean, I don't know. I don't pay too much. I don't know him about like that, but I know he's signed to Mayweather and shit. So you gotta mean something. But
yeah, no, that's just Mayweather kept this prodigy kind of like protected, so that is always the knock on him. But he's about to be a free agent, so now he kind of gets to call his own shots. If he wants those fights, he can get those fights.
Oh, okay. I ain't even know word like that.
Not a free agent yet, but that was his last fight on his current contract.
Oh shit, I didn't even know they do that in boxing.
But yeah, hey, look, this is how I go. I don't want to get too much into it because we will be dropping a recap on that fight because that shit was a fade. But I will give Rolly, he wasn't a bitch in the ring. I feel like he won a round or two, but like he got slapped. I mean,
that's 619 at it.
That shit was just bad. First off, Tank is a fucking monster. Like this man, the fact that he can just hit so hard throughout the whole fight is crazy. And Rolly walked into the city, had some bad technique, and that just comes from his from not spending like 20 years boxing like most of these other individuals. He was doing judo till he turned like 18, but 26. So the fact that he's 14-0 and is fighting on Showtime is a very respectable feat that you've accomplished. But here's my thing. It's one thing to talk that shit to sell the fight, but that boy was kind of I don't like calling a grown man a hose, but that boy was kind of a hoe when it came to the sportsmanship after the fight. Bro, left the ring. Come on, bro, you got slept. It's not like you lost a bad. It's not like
he's talking that much shit. That's why.
But like he was doing that to sell the fight and sound cool, but to pump himself up. So like you still being like that, being fake mad afterwards, saying that you won every round. Like, come on, bro, that's not gonna say. You could have kept it moving. But I heard his dad went into the locker room and hollered at the boys. I don't know what he said. I'm guessing it was on some respect shit. But hey, man, you fought Tank Davis and got slept. It happens to the best of them. It's literally happened to damn near everybody he's ever fought.
So you're not the first, my boy.
Yeah, 96.
You just was talking the most shit.
Yeah, don't lose any sleep on it. It was funny. You just got did dirty. But it was funny because like that nigga Tank in his post game was like, yeah, man, I already knew he was doing all this extra shit. I knew when he seen me, he was gonna try to get in front. So I made sure to get as close to the stage as I could. Watched him get in front of me, and then I pushed him. He said this in his post game interview.
No, that shit was funny. That shit caused definitely a stir on Twitter when he did that. But
That shit was hilarious.
did y'all see that other video on Twitter? I literally just saw, I think No Jumper or Adam. I don't know if it was which account it was, but they posted it on Twitter. And a guy literally, like, there's like a big ass party going on, and he's drinking a beer. He has a firework in his hand. That shit blows up, right? Boom.
Wow.
Dust settles. You know, some people scatter. Well, a lot of people scatter because it's literally, right? And dust settles, smoke's gone. Homeboy's hand is in smithereens, right? It's like blood is leaking, like fucking fingers are gone. Like it's just it's
just
gone, right?
Yeah. Out of there.
Still has his beer in his hand, casually just like, and is talking to somebody while his hand is just fucking literally just.
Was he white?
He was a Caucasian male.
All right then. That don't phase them. That wouldn't phase a white man who does crazy shit all the time.
I'm gonna see, right? Because I have the video real quick if y'all want to see it, just for studying purposes.
Studying crazy white man. Oh, that was a big one too.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward it because it's a little long. All right, now they're finally.
Oh, ew.
That's his hand, right? He's just chilling, right?
He got no shirt on and everything.
Drinking his
Was he
beer.
already dressed like that? Like,
yeah, he's already dressed like that. Just drinking his beer.
He do shit like that all the time. That
Wow.
ain't nothing new to him.
What drug do you think he was on? Because I'm hoping there was some type of drug involved.
Had to. If you don't feel that at that point, no amount of beers is not making you not feel that.
Is it some really good cracks? Like, what are they doing? Okay, what city was that in?
They didn't say, but that was definitely when I told y'all before that I was like, hey, did y'all see any wild shit? Like, I happen to see, like, that's why I was just like, I remember seeing some super wild shit on Twitter like today. So let me make sure I find that video.
And his hand's like gone, like halfway just dripping.
There's another angle where the guy's like close up on it, and like his like literally his hands just like a faucet, water was like he's just leaking out.
My goodness. Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
I think he made it out though. Honestly, he showed resilience of a champion, of a warrior.
He ain't look like he was phased.
He said, I finished my beer, I ain't no bitch.
Lord have mercy. That is wild. I'm not surprised though.
Be safe out here. I know y'all boys like the PB&Js, all that protein, but there's a massive peanut butter recall.
Somebody just told me about the other day, and I have a GIF in my cabinet, so I'm just like, dang.
I just bought some peanut butter for my protein shakes. I even bought some peanut butter ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, where you got.
I thought somebody told me it was just GIF though.
Oh, is it just? I didn't know. I didn't look too much, but I just heard there was like millions and millions of tainted. I was like, damn, someone fucked up big time.
What the fuck did you do, kid? You must have accidentally dropped the blunt in there or something.
You did some Homer Simpson shit on the job, bro, to have some taint for something to be fucked up on that type of scale. You know he definitely lost his job. Whoever that was is out of there.
He's out of there.
Simpsons.
He's in interrogation right now.
Brother, speaking of the Simpsons, what do you guys rank? Like Family Guy, South Park, The Simpsons, American Dad, and I'll throw Bob's Burger in there. How would you rank that 5? If you were to put a 5 out of those.
We can't throw Futurama because I like Futurama over American Dad.
I'm a big fan of Futurama. Fuck American Dad, Futurama.
Honestly, if I was to just go like anime, I know The Simpsons, like out of respect, it's almost like when you make your greatest of all time list for basketball, sometimes you just have to put Jordan there, even if you've never seen him or anything. Like it's just like not to ruffle any feathers. I'm gonna just throw him at 1. So Simpsons is all like solidify at 1. I've always watched it, but South Park easily at number 2 for me. So I'm still watching. I'm on like season 18 right now. Like Gabe already caught up, finished everything. I'm almost there, but it holds its weight to this day. And then I'll probably say like Futurama, Hank of the Hill, then Family Guy, and then Bob's Burgers. And then I don't really like American Dad that much. So like,
you said King of the Hill. That's how I know the boy OG.
I'm glad you said that because King of Hill was kind of that shit. That was
But
like, when all the cartoons went off and that went on. I was like, I guess I'll watch it.
my favorite part of that show was the fact that the wife was trifling, and then like she had a whole Indian ass son being raised by the white country nigga.
Oh, the neighbor. He had
Oh, yeah.
neighbor. She was the news lady, and she was like the pretty woman, and she had the Native American who was John Redcorn,
Uh,
but Dale
that was
Gribble was the one raising him.
that was my favorite. That shit was terrible.
Where the Hank, like, I sell propane accessories. I just remember his boss as being like a fucking, like, as a jet, he was just a partier. But now when I watch the episodes older, like, bro would just come home, be like, Hank, like, I killed a prostitute. Like, I need, like, he used to come with the shits, like, coked up in the middle of the night. Like, I need your help, Hank. And Hank is being employee of the month for him. It would always help him. But his shit, like, anytime he came in, so he was doing some real shit.
That's just some coonery. Jerry, answer that question. I'll be right back.
It's basically the same as Paul's, honestly. Simpsons, South Park. Third, I might say King of the Hill over Family Guy. That's me personally.
No,
though.
I put it over Family Guy. I put Futurama at 3.
Okay. And maybe fourth. Futurama was fire though, but Family Guy had me laughing too. I don't know. I'm just throw them 3 out there, and the rest I really don't care about.
Okay, no, I respect it. Is there one that was the worst? Like, what was, like, is it
The worst?
American Dad?
Yeah, I never had respect for American Dad for some reason.
The
Maybe
Alien
because-
was the only good one, but even him, he couldn't carry the show.
Yeah, I think it was the title too. I was like, I don't know. I really felt American Dad like that. What's another one that we didn't?
I do
mention?
fuck with Bob's Burgers. I feel like more than the next guy.
Bob's Burger was funny. They got a movie coming out.
If the movie's out, bro, I low key might go peep it. Like that, I haven't seen an animated movie in the big screen since like The Simpsons. Like, because that shit's like real deal, big. Like the way that shit looks, like the movie quality, you can tell. I was like, oh, this might be a banger.
I seen the Simpsons movie. That shit was funny too. That was good. I don't think the rest of them got one. I don't think American Dad or Family Guy. They don't got one. Like a big movie theater release.
No, South Park has movies. The very first one was a movie release, but that was like 2001, and I feel like the mid 2000s, like early 2000s, those type of movies were kind of like those like white comedies. They were just kind of like, that was just the prime time for that shit.
They was just trying to keep up. Well, not to keep up, I guess. Just join the party.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I'm trying to see where that boy Kev went.
He said he went to the bathroom.
I ain't go to no bathroom, but no, the reason why I brought that up was for the Bob's Burgers movie, because I was like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all boys, I'm about to go peep that.
Thank you. Yeah, man. It looks like something definitely worth watching on the big screen.
I'm not gonna lie to you. There are 2 shows I'm not that big a fan of, and it's Bob's Burgers, and it's what's the hormone show that people be watching on Netflix?
Oh, Big Mouth.
Big Mouth. I'm not a big fan of those, but I will go watch that Bob's Burgers show movie in theaters just because that shit's lit.
But you just say you're not a fan of it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I was a little thrown off too. He said those are 2 he don't
Yeah,
like.
I'm not a fan. I didn't say it was bad. I'm just not a fan. Like Big Mouth, I think Big Mouth is actually bad, but I'm just not a fan.
I think I watched Big Mouth when it like first came out. That's the one on Netflix. Yeah, that when it first came out. And everybody's talking about it. So I was like, let me go ahead and peep.
I watched way too much. I put BoJack Horseman over that shit. I only put BoJack Horseman in the top 25.
BoJack never caught me either. A lot of people thought, like, it won awards too, and I like the voice character, Will Arnett.
But you know what upsets me about Bob's Burger? It's the fact that because the voice is the same as the dude in Archer, I can never take Archer seriously, and I know that shit's some coonery.
Archer's something
that's
I
the
feel
one
like
on
I gotta
FX.
watch. I
That's
haven't seen it.
Anything on FX is coonery, except Snowfall.
He was the spy. He was the spy, right?
Yes, and it was like rated R, like rated M. Like it was definitely a mature show.
It was one of them. I can't think of no other shows like that.
But my number one is The Simpsons, definitely. That's the only reason why I go to Universal. Hopefully for my birthday, I get to go to Universal this year. Number 2, I'm giving it the Family Guy. I'm a big Family Guy fan. I watch so much Family Guy that like I can figure out what episode's coming next if I watch if I watch like the channel for like a week in a row, I can be like, oh, next episode's gonna be blah blah blah. Like that's how much Family Guy I watch. Then I got Futurama. Then I got South Park because South Park is just wild. I respect South Park because they just chose to offend everybody. So you can't. Everybody. They just said fuck it. Like I'm not holding back on anybody. So nobody can really trip about South Park.
What's your favorite movies all time? I feel like that's a hard one.
I can't even name one. Like honestly,
Friday.
That's the question I've never been able to really answer.
My favorite trilogies are Friday, Star Wars, and
The Batman trilogies, bro.
Batman. Yep.
Batman. What? Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight trilogy.
Dark Knight trilogy.
Christian Bale.
Be specific. Be specific now, because there is Batman movies out there, but ain't no Dark Knight.
Hey, to this day, I've never really like paid attention to Batman Begins. For some reason, I'm always doing some shit I'm not supposed to be doing. But like, The Dark Knight is probably the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life, and this is the reason why I had to disappear. Food's here, motherfuckers.
Man, my pizza canceled on me. Oh, stupid ass talking about they ain't had no pizza. I'm waiting on my pizza. Talking about it, we ain't got no. I ordered the fucking dinner box from Pizza Hut. Like, that's the go-to, right? How the fuck you run? Oh, it is Memorial Day.
Hey, Paul, he don't know about that 5-star. He don't know.
No, low key, bro. I think there's one in Tampa now or Clearwater. I think Clearwater has a 5-star pizza, bro. And I almost shit myself when I saw it because it had the same menu set up and same logo, and I was like, that has to be the same people.
And I got that meat lovers motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I'm hungry as fuck now. So unless y'all got something else to add, we can wrap this shit up because I am definitely about to go make myself something to eat after seeing that pizza.
I'm about to have sleep for dinner.
Enjoy it.
Hey, nutritious as at its finest.
But that's just life, man. That's been another episode of Totally Bitch Podcast. If you didn't know, pizza's here. So you better find out the bitch. Tune in for the recaps and the previews.
Is that ham on that pizza?
Hey man, I'm going ham. So let me
hold on. I know I peeped something
That's
on that.
Real meat lovers, bro.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going ham, so that's what I do, nigga.
Oh, is y'all know like the food eating contests with the hot dogs? Is that a sport?
That's a lot of hot dogs.
Can you do it?
No. But they train for it, I guess. So whatever.
So I can never diss somebody that could do something that I could never do.
You're gonna have to redefine sport in 2022.
He's a glizzy gladiator. Can you be the glizzy gladiator?
That was my last question for y'all.
Put some respect on the glizzy gladiator.
I just asked it because
fucking good Tuesday. This has been totally blitzed.
Yes, sir.
Problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me ready for electrostatic. Don't you